Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Star Flames. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell, and join the family. Guys, Diddy's assistant is about to switch on Diddy to escape jail time. At least I believe this is what Brendan Paul is about to do. If you guys remember, Sloan Bella predicted Diddy's downfall, and what she also said is that everyone is going to turn against him, if not basically everyone. And now there are reports that are coming out from TMZ saying Brandon Paul, who is Diddy's assistant, he has been charged with drug felony. And they're saying that normally in cases such as these, because Diddy is under the Fed's radar, if you guys remember, it was back in early March that Diddy's Miami and LA mansion was raided because he's being investigated for illegal possession of firearm, sex trafficking, human trafficking, just a few of the various illegal activities that is being investigated by the feds for. Now, the very same day that Diddy home was raided, they caught Brendan Paul, who was about to leave Miami. And on the plane that he was on, they basically found him in possession of drug. Let's talk about this report that is coming out because, honey, when I tell you that this is not good for Diddy, it is not good for him because Brendan Paul can actually trade information and escape jail time and be put in witness protection program. And there's one thing we all can see clearly, and that is Diddy does not have the power that he once had. And many people are speaking out now more than ever before, especially if this guy, Brendan, has a few accomplices who will, encourage him to talk. He's gonna go down anyway. So why not save yourself? And honey, when the ship is sinking, that's one thing most people think of, saving themselves, because we saw another fall guy for Diddy who turned his life around, and we're talking about Shine, right? For that 1999 nightclub shooting. Now, TMZ saying Diddy's associate Brendan Paul has just been charged with one felony count of drug possession, and it could spell trouble for the rap mogul. And we're talking about Diddy. When they say the rap mogul, it's Diddy because Brendan Paul, he's not a rap mogul. He's a basketball player, very young guy who had his entire life ahead of him, but he got caught up with the wrong people, honey, the wrong people. So now they're saying Paul, a former Syracuse men's basketball player who worked as Diddy's main assistant, was arrested in March at the Miami OPA local executive airport after feds raided the plane and found cocaine and marijuana candy. Now, guys, let's pause here a bit because I want to take you a bit back so that you guys can understand what is going on here. Now, Diddy had initially applied for his cannabis company, but his application was not approved because the pharmaceutical companies that he wanted to basically, distribute his marijuana products through, those companies really did not have the equity that they claim to have had. Also, at that point, Diddy did not have the equity, and I'm talking about the amount of money in his bank account that he had claimed he had had. So it was an entire ripple effect last year and the year before as it relates to him obtaining his marijuana distribution license. So it did not work for Diddy. So based on what I'm assuming, basically, I'm assuming based on what we're hearing and reading about, he was finding other ways and means possibly to distribute his marijuana. because we're hearing that his assistant, Brandon Paul, basically was found on cocaine and marijuana candy. And honey, those are some serious charge, but again, not so heavy. Serious, but not so heavy, right? He could do maybe 5 years, maybe three, you know, maybe serving up to 1.5 years. No, they're saying that he was arrested and taken into custody, which we know, at the same time that the feds were raiding Diddy's and Miami, LA mansion. Okay. So it was on the same date. Now they're saying that the 25-year-old who was extremely close to Diddy, was privy to Diddy's comings and goings, pled not guilty. His lawyer, Brian Bieber, tells TMZ, "We will be dealing with this case in the courtroom, not in the court of public opinion," because they know the streets are talking, honey. They know the streets are talking, and people have their assumptions. And if you remember, when the police accosted um, Diddy's assistant, right, Brendan, Diddy was also at the airport at the very same time. So they're saying that, as we have extensively reported, Diddy is in the crosshairs of the feds. He's been investigated for sex trafficking, illegal gun possession, illegal and other alleged crimes. So no, we're gonna go back to the day that Diddy's mansion was raided, because it was the same date that Brian was accosted, which gives a sense that the police, they were definitely working on information, and it seems as though several things were, basically they were trying to hide several things on that day, because if you remember, Diddy's private jet also landed in Aruba, and many people believe that it was a distraction. Many people believe that there were other things that was being secured away from the feds, and as such, that's why his private jet landed in Aruba. But I believe that with this report coming out now, we are about to see the beginning of another ripple effect. And I believe that it's going to trickle down, it's going to have a domino effect, and quite a few people will definitely be involved in this. I believe this guy, Brendan, is going to try to save his ass. I believe that people are just not gonna be the fall guy for Diddy any longer. I believe that people have just had enough of that, in my opinion. But guys, I want to hear from you. Let me know, what are your thoughts? While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, share if you care, and see you guys all later. Peace.